Hello everyone and welcome. So how do you make your exhibition content relevant? I think that's a question that always comes up, especially for interpreters when they are designing and creating an exhibition. I have a few questions and a few points that's worth considering, and I also have some examples. They're all of them from the same exhibition, and I'm pretty sure you will have plenty more, so please do share your experiences as well, and remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. So let's dive into this. First of all, ask the simple questions. They spark the most reflection, and that you're also right from the beginning addressing the most asked questions, and therefore you satisfy an immediate curiosity. Now, I have some examples here from the Natural History Museum in London, from their little exhibition of dinosaurs. And one of the first things you come across in this exhibition is a little digital interactive where you have to answer the question, is this a dinosaur? And you're presented with various types of animals here, and you have to answer yes, no, or pass. Maybe you don't know. And then you're given a little explanation about what actually is a dinosaur. And I think for an exhibition like this, it's a brilliant first question, because we all come with an idea about what a dinosaur is, but do we actually know the proper definition? Another good point is relate or connect the facts, the historical facts, to present time or to already well-known contexts. When you ask questions like, for example, why do animals need weapons, or how do they use them, and connect it directly with how we know animals hunt, for example, today, or how we know they defend themselves, or how we know they compete with each other, for example. Those are immediately relatable aspects of life and animal behavior, and indeed sometimes human behavior. But when you put it in context like that, especially when we are talking about animals that are no longer living, like dinosaurs, then this can be a huge and very immediate way of creating relevance and creating a connection. Another factor is use humor, especially when it comes to presenting, for example, some well-discussed theories, or introduce some mysteries or a little bit of debate. Maybe invite visitors to investigate further and to spark their curiosity further. Now, here are a few examples of how dinosaurs died, how they became extinct. Either, for example, did they all die of allergies or hay fever there? Not all of them there are looking particularly well, I have to say. Were they abducted by aliens? And we have some nice little drawings there, and it's all good fun. And I think no matter if you already come with a fixed idea, or if you don't know and you are just there to explore, this is a nice way of sparking a discussion and of presenting some of the theories behind this. When it's appropriate, and when of course it's doable, try and be seasonal and to relate to what is already on people's minds. Now, another really fun example here from this exhibition is the T-Rex, from the Natural History Museum, and he's got a little Christmas jumper there, or rather a rather big Christmas jumper, I should say. It's a rather big one, but it's a lovely, funny way of being seasonal and engaging with something that's already on visitors' minds. And especially when you're visiting during December, I think most people are already in some kind of Christmas mode, or perhaps a little bit Christmas stressed even, and this is a fun way of engaging and of creating a little bit of sort of seasonal atmosphere. And then, of course, probably one of the most obvious ones when it comes to discussing relevance is be engaging and be inclusive. And of course, this is very often done through interactive, so ask questions and encourage involvement. Now, we saw the digital interactive there around the question, what is a dinosaur, for example. That's a wonderful way of getting visitors to engage. Also, asking questions throughout an exhibition, and indeed alter between various setups. So sometimes use very visual means, sometimes use sound, sometimes use smells if you can, sometimes use touch if you can, and indeed experiment with introducing various senses, because That's also a way very often of avoiding museum fatigue and avoiding visitors getting a little bit tired along the way, but keeping the curiosity alive and keeping the storytelling alive by using various media, by using various questioning techniques along the way. That's another brilliant way of experimenting and really making something relevant. Now, I would love to hear about some of your examples here from exhibitions or elsewhere. What has worked, what hasn't worked, what did you find really created a connection or perhaps a sense of meaning making or relevance in a storytelling or in a piece of interpretation. It would be really nice to hear what you have experienced here.